Getting a signed buyer representation agreement is a moment of truth for you. Let's see how Matt handles it.
Well, you guys, now it's time to get to the legalese part. You know, I've enjoyed spending some time with you today, and now we've got to kind of talk about the important aspects and the legal aspects of real estate. Let me explain to you how real estate agency works.
Laws governing agency differ from state to state and from province to province. Talk with your instructor or team leader about how to handle this part of the buyer consultation.
Now that I've explained to you how real estate agency works, let me explain to you compensation. As a buyer's agent, I would be compensated by the seller. When a seller chooses to put their home on the market with their listing agent, they offer X% of the sales price to that agent as compensation. When that listing agent puts the home for sale in the multiple list service, they offer a portion of their commission to a buyer's agent to bring them a qualified buyer and successfully negotiate a contract. So here's what that means. What that means is you get to work with a buyer's agent whose job is to protect you through the process, and it doesn't cost you anything. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, it's a great deal for you, but the seller's going to take care of compensation. But because the seller's paying me, that doesn't change my responsibility or my relationship with you to be your advocate throughout the process.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Good. Well, let me talk to you about buyer's agency contract. This contract commits both of us to working together. It spells out how the compensation works, and it spells out what my duties and responsibilities are as your buyer's agent. It also talks about the fact that I'm going to be compensated by the seller's agent at the time of closing. Further, it addresses the idea of the transaction fee. I mentioned that to you a little bit earlier. That fee, which is $285, is a fee that we charge to cover the administrative costs of getting you from the time you sign the contract until it gets to closing. Do you remember when we talked about how much paperwork and coordination it was going to take from the time we wrote the agreement until we got to closing?
Yeah.
Right, and that I also engage an assistant to help to manage that process.
Right.
Even though my compensation for writing the agreement of sale comes from the seller, we do ask you to help be a part of supporting the administrative staff that will get you worry-free through this transaction. That fee will be due payable at the time of closing. Okay, does that make sense to you guys?
Okay, that's
Yeah.
right.
Good. So are you guys prepared to sign the buyer's agency contract at this time?
I don't like to.
No,
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, I don't think we want to sign any contracts, but we'll talk about it tonight.
I certainly understand your concerns. I have an option for you that you might want to consider. Even though our contract here states that it's good for 6 months, what if I were to put a clause in here that says that you could cancel the contract with 48 hours written notice? So at some point, if I fail to meet your needs, you can send me an email and ask to be released from this contract, and I agree to do so within 48 hours. Would that make you feel more comfortable?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're okay with that.
Great. Well, this contract will protect you and I throughout this process. However, at some point, if you feel that your needs aren't being met, feel free to give me a call and we'll cancel the contract and move on from there.
Okay.
Okay, good.
I'll get a copy of this so you can take it home with you so you have it for your records.
Good.
Thanks so much for the opportunity to earn
Thanks,
your
Matt.
business.
Hey, Matt.
I'm really looking forward
Thank
to
you.
working with you.